Hello, good morning, all. This is your host, Peter. Welcome to today's weekly update. This week, we had seen the DXY falling more. The movement kind of shocked us. And of course, even with that, we have nothing to lose. We've been waiting for that move, and now it has come. So I'm going to explain what really happened last week. And some of us, if you are in this trade, yes, you may have caught it. And I had to give, some life, instruction to a few to join the trade to the downside before it broke this bottom. Now, what do we have? Immediately we saw this. Like I said, we have to be conservative when we are seeing wave developing, in front of us, that it could be an A, B, and a C. And at this point, it was still regarded as a C wave that may potentially go up one more time, probably break the top or not. And we said the way and manner this went up again will decide if you're going to break the top or not, and the kind of price reaction at those levels that we expected. Otherwise, our price may resume to the downside. And we saw a shift to the downside with some momentum around this area, which would tell you that price most likely will break to the downside. In the recovery, when you see an impulsive wave to the upside like this, it's an impulsive wave because it's a 5 waves to the upside, and you are seeing a recovery that has eroded a retracement of 75% to the downside in the opposite direction. You should know that the price is going to continue in that direction, because it's more like an impulse against another impulse, or an impulse then, or impulse against this impulse. Eroding 75% retracement tells you price is going to continue in the new directions. So what we saw here, like a wedging, it's more of a leading diagonal. That is what we saw in this case, a leading diagonal. Now, how did it form? Let me quickly zoom in for you to see how it formed. It formed after this move. This is an A wave, and this is a B wave, and this is a C wave to the downside. So it created a C wave to the upside, breaking up above the wedge formation here, which was a domin. Of course, it was a 5 wave structure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we know with C can be a 5 waves, and the immediate wave that followed it would kind of give a clue of what is going to happen. If immediately we saw a corrective wave, then you should know that this is going to go higher. But what followed it, a 5 wave structure, and what followed a 5 wave structure was an impulsive wave. Even right from here, when you saw this and this, before the third leg, before the fourth hour, they should be entertaining that this is going to be probably impulsive. Once the bounce here, A, B, C is more than 165, 168 extension around this area, you should know that this is going to continue. So you could have joined, because I don't do midweek updates. So that's how to look at it. And so what do we have in front of us now? What we have now, we now seeing a scenario of a 1 and a 2. Also, this is in this cycle, you can say if you are using a blue as your larger cycle, so we can see a 1 and a 2. We are going for a 3, the third wave, which we are not there yet. So now, what do we now have within the third wave? Now we are seeing a 1-2 formation. So which is a nest. So the wave 3 is going to be like a nest. We are going for that now. So we are seeing a 1 and a 2. So we have a 1 and a 2 because between here and here now, the extension is way beyond 1618, which now confirms to us we have broken wave 4 here. We have broken this one as a wave 4. Then we are seeing a reaction around this area. And I believe around this area, we should be going up for some correction. So what kind of correction it is, I will tell us soon and what to expect. Everything is shaping up. You have not lost anything. So we have a 1 and a 2, which is a bigger cycle. We are now seeing a 1, 2 of a wave 3 developing. So we believe that in this cycle of a wave 3, which is still is not done at all. Wave 3 is not done at all, because if you say wave 1 in blue, wave 2 in blue, wave 3 in blue is not done at all. It's not done at all. It's still going down, but in the immediate, what are we going to see? I'm seeing this as a 1 and a 2. You can use a pink or anything for that, or a red for that, but this is a lower degree than this 1, 2. So a 1 and a 2. So now, this should be a wave 3 of this move. And if you look at this wave, I think this wave is coming to an end, or it has come to an end. Let me zoom in a bit. It may be coming to an end. We may be seeing a 1, 2, 3, maybe a 4. This may come to the downside to kiss or break it slightly before it pulls up, or it may just continue to go up. But a break out of here, a break out of this area tells you then we are correcting a wave 4 of this wave. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and we see this as a limit of 2 and probably a wave 4 around this area would give us a wave 4 of this, the third wave. Then the price will go down. Let me tell you. So either from this level or from below this level, it may look as if this is going up now to correct a wave 4. If you draw your trend resistance here, if it has broken it, then most likely you are going for a wave 4, either from this level to the upside or from below this level to the upside. We want to see that wave 4, 1, 2, 3, a 4, maybe around this area. Then we'll finish a wave 5 of that 3. So if we finish wave 5 of that 3 in the cycle that we are trying to do, a 4, a 5, then 5 of 3 will finish. Then we'll now go for, which now means that these would have finished a wave 5 of 3. So 4 of this, using this as a 2, or this as a upper limit of red of 2. So we have 4, we have 5 to the downside. So 3 is completed. Then we are not going to see a larger wave 4, a larger wave 4 in the sense that this one now becomes 1, 2, your 3 here. Then the 4 goes up most of the time around that primary wave 4 of this 3. Then once we do that, we now go for a bigger wave 5, which will go down. After we now do that bigger wave 5, then we would now have an upper ABC correction. So let me give you a graphic details of what I've said. You can use that on other instruments. Let me give you a graphic details of what I just said, so that would help someone. So what we are saying now is we have a 1, a 2, 1, 2, and this is now another 1, 2 scenario. That's a red. So what we are saying now is that either from this level, we want to see a fourth wave of that tree. We want to see the fifth wave of that tree. So once we are done with that fifth wave of that tree, we want to go again for a fourth wave of the bigger cycle. 1, 2, 3. A fourth wave, maybe it may just break this area slightly. That will be the fourth wave in the bigger cycle. So that will be a fourth wave in the bigger cycle. Then we now go for the fifth wave in the bigger cycle. The fifth wave in the bigger cycle. And after this fifth wave in the bigger cycle, we now have an ABC correction. We have an A. We have an A. B. C correction. So we will have that ABC correction. So in this immediate cycle, let me use this. The fourth wave, the fifth wave. Then we have a bigger cycle in the blue. Then we'll finish this also in the blue, the bigger cycle in the blue. Then we have this correction to the upside, the correction to the upside, and ABC. I will take my pen to take time to show you that. So let's turn all those to blue. So I believe you are following what we are doing. So this will become like a 1 in the blue, a 2 in the blue. So that's the pattern we are trying to forecast. It may play exactly or a variant of it. And a 3 in the blue. Fourth wave in the blue. The fifth wave in the blue. Okay, so what we have said now is that we have done this probably in the turquoise. I've done this in the turquoise. I've done this in the turquoise. So we believe these three may have finished right from here or under this particular turquoise low. Then we want to see I'm trying to give us a graphic. And if you like what we are doing, please like and share this. If you are finding a value in it. So that is what I believe. So that we complete with 3 in the blue. And so we have an ABC correction here, which will give us the 4 in the blue. The 5 in the blue ends this fourth cycle. Then we now have a bigger ABC in the red. ABC, the extent of that will be determined later. The extent of the ABC will be determined later. So we'll see how this will play out. But that is the pattern that I'm so much in favor of. So that's the pattern, that's how the broccoli and waves builds up. And so with that, then we can say we have finished the first cycle in this regard. That will give us, we can now say that it can now give us this. A 1. Then it now give us a 2. For us to have a bigger move to the downside. So that is what we are expecting. I want to believe that you can see this, what I've done. If I push it to the daily probably you can see better. Like and share this. If you so, this will now become a 1. A 2, of course, will gain probably a much deeper move, most likely, or not. So, but we'll see how it forms. Then we now go down again for a bigger 3. This is going to take a while. It's going to take a while, but we are seeing it unfolding, and this is what we expect. So, and this is Dxy. So, of course, for now, Dxy has lost its move and is going down. So immediately, if you can trade this on Sunday, Monday to the upside, and this is what I expect without breaking, coming to this area. It's not going to test this area. We are expecting it to come up, then go down the more to finish this cycle, then give us a blue cycle, finish blue cycle, and ABC before this move. That is what we expect. So let me go back to the 4-hour time frame and finish up on the remaining. So I believe you have an understanding of what we're talking about now. This is what we expect. So if we go to euro dollar, is the same. So I believe that this, it's about being completed. The third wave here is being completed And so we are going to see in this degree, the fourth wave maybe around this area. It may come around this area. And for us to have one more push up, then this might just be your 2 here. And this might be the limit of your 2. This is the bigger 1 and bigger 2. So this might just be an ABC here, which looks like an ABC. So we can use this, and the limit of the 2 is here. So the manner of corrections, we can look for a short sell, have our trade close, go for the 5th wave. Then before we come for a bigger 4 in this regard, 2 here, and up here a bigger 4 to go more. And so after that bigger 4, we go for the 5th wave, and a bigger correction will now follow. So that is what we expect. On pound USD, you can pause this video at any time to go over it till you understand the cycle I just explained with the DXY. So now on the pound USD, this looks like a 1 and a 2. And here too, we might see a 1 and a 2 of the 3rd wave. And probably this might just be the 3rd wave. We might be expecting a 4th wave using these. Because this one has given us like a 1-2 scenario. So probably this may just come around this area. We'll see what it's going to do. So, but for me, in this ending structure, we may have seen a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. This may be going up to break the top the last time. So with this, just like we saw with the DXY, this DXY also may go down one more time before that 4th correction. So this also may break the top or not between Sunday and Monday, and then give us properly that correction to the downside, which is the 4th wave, then the 5th wave, then a bigger 4 will follow. So that is what we are seeing here. This wave is, for me, done. Either it breaks the top or not. This wave is done for me. So we need to correct the 4th wave. So it's the 4th wave we are looking for. On NZD USD. So what we are trying to do now, it's kind of a bit different here. We had moved this. This is a sharp move to the downside. This is a sharp move to the upside, which has broken 75%. So from this low, we are seeing an A. After this A wave, this is a B wave. This is a C wave of wave 2, a bigger 2. So this is going up. This may have finished its correction if it's a wave 4, an ABC here. And if it drags lower, then it's not a wave 4. It may be a wave 4, or that it wants to do an ABC of the entire correction. So we'll look for opportunity again to go up. But up is still where we are going. Either if it has finished here, or it still wants to come down the more. It might give us a double. If it's going to be a wave 2, then it's to this, then it becomes a bigger correction to give us an A wave, a B wave, a C wave to turn more down for more upside. On USD JPY, so I'm still holding on to that and waiting for what this is still a very messy market for me. So yeah, it has broken this bottom now. I'm still waiting for that bigger correction. So let's wait for it. I don't follow this straight to the downside. Not until we have a much bigger correction. That is when I will now join it to the downside. That correction may come without breaking this top, then we now follow to the downside. Let's wait for the correction on. Let's wait for it. X gold now. So what do I see on gold? What I see on gold now, we are back to the upside on gold. This has finished the 4th correction. So except if this one is going to come to the downside, if that happens, fine. But Do I see that? I don't at this moment with what this had done. This may just be an A wave and a B wave. We may have a retest around 50% retracement for the second wave here, maybe around this area. We'll start breaking this point. Then the third wave will go up. Then we have the fourth, the fifth, and after that, we are going to see a bigger correction. So that's what I can see here. And if they decide to break from here, break this low, then they turn this to a double correction, an A, B, and a C. So we have to wait. When you are trading a trade like this, you have to use your tight stop loss if anything changes. And once you see your 4-hour price action at those pivotal levels, then you can now say that, okay, price is going back up or wants to go down. So with that, I have come to the end of this coming week update. Please do like, do share. If at any point in time you need to understand more, you can pause. Then you can post your comments for us to deliver better to you. Thank you. Bye.